Trying to figure out how to do this. All right. Shalom, Israel. This is Joe. I am making a video about, as it's titled, Learning How to Build a Strong Nation, Disconnecting from Oppression. And we're are going to start creating the building blocks to creating a stronger nation out of the oppression that we've been learning this entire time. In order for you to build a strong nation, it requires, for you to have governance. It requires for you to have investment in education and infrastructure. It also needs to promote, social cohesion. Like if someone's struggling financially, you're there for them, helping them out with social uh, issues. You got to foster innovation, figure out ways to make it profitable for other people to come out of the situation that they've seen people get out of, and learning how to preserve what was learned and pass it on to future generations. We also got to ensure that we have a fair and a just legal system. And these are all uh, foundations for a very strong nation. Um, when I'm speaking about governance, I am talking about establishing transparent um, and accountable uh, institutions that we establish in the future. I haven't really gotten the chance to even talk this over with other brothers because of the situation at hand, but this is what I've devised so far. And any brothers or sisters that I want to add to building a nation, you can always come by my channel, leave a comment, leave your email, and we'll get in contact and we'll change, anything that we have said to refine it. Number two is education. We got to have a really robust education. We got to have people who are our people who know how to educate the small ones, empower our citizens, to have knowledge and skills like automotive, construction, electrician, um, military, etc., etc. The infrastructure, we gotta learn how to develop and maintain infrastructure like roads and energy and telecommunications and just the basic necessities just to kind of get established, in case um, we come across uh, anybody who's trying to disrupt our infrastructure. We have lines of communication to kind of get out, because I'm pretty sure if we had telecommunications and the Spanish came, these Spanish would have been dead a long time ago. All these Caucasians, they would never have set foot in this land and taken it over if we had telecommunications like we have now. And innovation, number four. I think that's we gotta learn how to innovate things, encourage research and development. It's important. Um, Fostering your culture and your innovation, and have the spirit of entrepreneurship. I think one of the aspects of people being confined and discriminated against is because we don't have our own business. We don't have the entrepreneurial mind to go out there and just do something for ourselves. And that's very important because that is one of the key steps of getting away from oppression is to have your own. Number six, social cohesion. You know, you gotta learn how to promote inclusivity. Include different aspects. Gotta be tolerant to one another, even though as difficult it is sometimes because we're been taught for so long to hate. So learning how to love each other is a little challenging, but it's not impossible. We gotta learn how to create social harmony with each other and learn how to strengthen the fabric of our society. Because without strengthening any of those aspects, uh, how are we supposed to even go the next step forward in our nation building? You know. Number six, we got to have a legal system. We got to have a legal system that's fair and just. The framework, would probably be the back end of the Torah, and learning how to protect individual rights of people. That's very important. You know, you might have a brother who had a bad day. A sister who had a bad day and might have taken out one of the brethren. And someone got hurt. Well, there has to be a system to protect the people. Okay. Number seven, we got to have economic policies. We got to learn how to implement strong economic policies to encourage growth. And one of those aspects to encourage growth is to make sure that our people are entrepreneurial minds and have them be taught in construction, water purification, electricity, road management, bridge construction, etc., etc. And then part of the infrastructure too goes to our teachers, teaching the young children to be social and harmonize with the rest of our group. If we have people always contentious and always fighting with each other, that's just gonna keep us at a standstill. And I'm looking to grow. I want to expand. I'm trying to get our people out of this condition. And I think this is a really nice step to starting to get this ball rolling because we got to get serious about this, guys. Like the brother had said before, the door's open. We got to seize the opportunity. And the opportunity is now. And number eight, we got to learn how to establish healthcare. We got to learn how to prioritize healthcare. Maybe go back to our ancient medicines or ancient practices. A lot of the modern medicine that we have right now is constructed out of uh, the Native American medicine that we have even to this day. So, to validate um, most of this, we gotta remember we gotta have a long term process. This is not all short term. This is a long term process, and we have to have people who are really stick it in to stay in the fight, and it's important. Let me go and give you some precepts to kind of back up what I say. Proverbs 29:4, the king by judgment established the land, but he that receiveth gifts will overthrow it. We got to learn how to create an established government. That's super important, guys. You know, the white man has their government established. They have an infrastructure. They have, you know, checks and balances, et cetera, et cetera. We got to have the same thing. A lot of what they learned from us. So we got to remember. We got to remember everything that we have done, because it's very hard to kind of bring this all out because we've been demonetized with just not be able to being entrepreneurial and always working a 9 to 5, and we don't have the ability to even think outside the box. So we got to learn how to get out of that, brethren. Proverbs 31:8-9. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth and judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. That's what I'm here for. We need to judge the cause. I mean, we need to judge people and be there for the poor and needy, because we are the people who are poor and the needy. We're the ones who are working in the fields. We are the ones who are working in extreme cold, building the homes for these people. We're working in extreme circumstances sometimes, and sometimes these circumstances end up killing us. And do we get any reparations for the people that we lost? No, we don't get anything. We don't get any and I'm sorry, or we don't get nothing. We just get thrown into the trash, and I'm just tired of that. Micah 6:8. He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what do the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God. You know how hard that is to do? That's very hard to do. But we got to learn how to work. We got to learn how to be humble, man. And I got to practice what I preach, because I am different. You know, I have a very violent mind, so I got to learn how to think humble and calm myself down sometimes. But you know, we got to learn how to establish forgiveness, patience, love. Um, you know, when I talk about patience and love, that doesn't mean, hey, brother, you know what? I'm gonna treat you like shit. I'm gonna do all kinds of stupid shit to you, but you gotta remember, I'm your brother, and you need to forgive me. That shit needs to stop, bro. You gotta have some common sense, man. If you don't have the common sense, you just stay out of my freaking business. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be in part of nation building at all. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but a grievous word stir up anger. You know, that is 100% me. That is 100% me, and I gotta get away from that. I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to be patient, man. Matthew 5:44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, and be good to them that hate you, and pray for them that despitefully use you and persecute you. You know, I was speaking to Vladimir about that, and I gotta learn how to I gotta learn how to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of anger built up in this body. You know what I'm saying? But Most High's helping me with that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not giving up. You know what I mean? It's just we're only human. We kind of just do human stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what else can I bring up here. Um, when we have this next lesson, we start getting into more examples of the 8 principles of nation building. The 8 principles are effective governments, education, infrastructure, innovation, social cohesion, legal system, economic policies, and healthcare. We're going to have a roundtable very, very soon have the minds come about that are locked away in our land, and hopefully people can come around and say, you know what, I want to be part of this. I want to build my nation up, and I am here to bring that together. I want to make it happen. Okay, guys, I just wanted to make this quick video, and hope the Most High figures out a way to fix everything and make sure that everything goes back to the way it's supposed to be. All right, shalom.